Hello and welcome back to No Man's Sky, everybody. ElanPaul here. This is episode 8 of your Voyagers 2025 playthrough. Got some bunch of stuff to get done today. We're hopefully going to finish out the scientist run through. Problem is that some of those missions, they take some time, so it's telling me to return to them. We're going to get to that in just a minute. Right now, this is my ship. I'm flying this beautiful thing here called the Bee Hunter. I don't think that's a bee, but it could be Beta. What we got over here is an assortment of my ships. I still have my Radiant Pillar. I have this guy over here, which I do really like, that ship right there. This is my Blessing salvaged B-class. It's a great looking ship. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it. And then we have our exotic, as you're more than familiar with. This is a nice ship, but I'm really contemplating that it is time to maybe sell this guy and get some money for it and look for a new ship. So we're going to be ship hunting today, and we're going to be talking about reputations, and I think reputation is going to be important. So this episode 8, is also going to be a 101 episode as we talk about reps and stuff like that. So let's get the Sentinel mission out of the way, scientist mission out of the way real quick, and then we'll get started. So let's talk to this guy right here. Unknown life form, I passed my test. I am free to explore, free to pursue my passion for structural analysis. Do you have data to operate on? An observatory would supply some. Think of all that might be done. The Korvax appears to have no memory of our previous encounters. I do not know if they feel reconnected with the convergence, or if they simply do not recall what they should feel like. I should visit an observatory for them and see if the structural analysis they claim to enjoy will prompt a memory. Accept. I look forward to seeing the results, traveler. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get that done real quick here. Where's it at? To the right. To the right. To the right now. Okay, the observatory is over here, 13 seconds away. It's approximate location, so as usual, we're going to hit the H button. Bottom left, it should tell us as we get close. There we go. 1400, 1300, 1200, so it should be within sight of where we are. But I do not see it, Sam. I am. Still dropping down, so maybe it's on the other side of this? Up, there we go. That must be it. Let me check real quick. Yeah, that's it. Let's park. Wow, that's pretty cool. It's got a clump of rock and debris, like this was supposed to be a big long tunnel, and it formed inside of it. How really cool. Okay. Wow, the jetpack is pretty cool, isn't it now? Ouch. What in the world? Ouch. Okay. You know what, though? We should really make sure we get navigation data. We were completely out of it. Alright, so we don't want to talk to him. We want to talk to the terminal here. Okay. Data siphon installed. Accessing. The observatory appears to have been calibrated for a single purpose, to locate the interfaces of a being the Korvax call the Atlas. After many years, the inhabitant of this facility succeeded in their quest, disappearing without a trace. Download data. Hey, look! We found him! Isn't that awesome? Yeah, it doesn't really go well. I know. Just ignore that. Alright, so go back to our ship. We're going to go over the long way because I'm just curious about this. That is really wild. So we're going to hit this save point over here real quick. And that'll give us some navigation data. And I got to learn to hit a bunch of those every time I land, because I really need to gather up some navigation data. I always forget to do that now. So, there we go. Alright. Off we go. Going back to the scientist. It's a really weird location, I tell you. Beautiful water, though. Love that. It's a beautiful planet we ended up on. I'm really surprised at how well I like it. I'm going to really I think it's time to do a sky base, too. Haven't done one of those in a number of years. Now, if we leave the system and come back, all these ships laying around here will be gone. They will have been absorbed back into my inventory. Okay. Scientist boy. Traveler, while you've been absent, Korvax has detected anomalies. I feel alone. Perhaps the data will have answer. Give the data. This data contains no answers, Traveler. Merely these blueprints for living glass and a beacon. Okay. Save beacon. Got it. The convergence is absent, Traveler. I can feel myself slipping further. Perhaps that beacon may be of some use. Construct one and the convergence may find me again. Accept. Korvax is grateful, Traveler. I shall also work on my own solution while you investigate the beacon. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and set up a save point here. This is a save beacon. There we are, right there. 2 metal plates and 15 sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrate we have to make. We don't have any. So let's do that first. Sodium. There. Sodium nitrate is... I need 15. Is 2 of those. Okay. So, whoop, I forgot to start it. There we go. I'll let that go. While that's going, I'm going to run in here real quick and get 2 metal plates. I could make them, but I like to do that only in emergencies. 1, 2. Okay. Start walking into pillars, sir. Back over here. Okay, there's our sodium nitrate, and we should be able to place it now, right? Alright, let's put this right over here next to this boy. There we go. Turn to the scientist. Is the beacon constructed, Traveler? Confirm. We shall wait. It may take time for the convergence to find me. My own research proved fruitless. It yielded only blueprints. Okay, so we got an autonomous mining unit and an atmosphere harvester. The atmospheres, those atmosphere harvester and mining unit plans prompted a thought. What if they could be friends for the beacon? What if they could make their own convergence? They shall be my children, Traveler. I have transmitted a crafted intelligence to the beacon so that they might live and connect as the Korvax do, but cannot see the world. Bring me scan data so that I might teach it. Analyst entity Amakan's plans seem desperate, but it does seem to have genuinely made them happier, or at least less anxious about their separation. The Korvax asked me to scan creatures to feed its newly created intelligence. Accept. We thank you, Traveler. Okay. So return to the scientist. I already did that. Okay, hold on. Oh, we have to scan 4 creatures. Great. That's just great. We've scanned every creature on this planet, right? Let's find out. Wrong button. Yeah, we already scanned every creature on the planet. So, we got to go to another planet to scan some creatures. Let's do that real quick here. So I'm guessing what's going to happen is if you check the description, you'll see that there's a timestamp for those of you who want to... Sorry, for those of you who want to, did I check that already? For those of you who want to jump ahead. Caustic planet. 2 of 8. Okay, so we can go there and discover 4 more. So let's go there. Yeah, definitely want a new ship. The ship is nice. I enjoy it, if you will. But yeah, we definitely need a new ship. I want to get something a little bit more apropos to me. There we go. Alright, let's land. There's no water on this planet, so most of the creatures should be above ground. There's probably 2 underground. So we should have the ability to find 4 creatures. Let's see. Let's do a quick scan. Oh yeah, that helped. Let's go this way. What is that? Hey. I'll take it. That is a drop pod, folks. So we need one of those, and one of those, and we need some sodium nitrate. I think we only need 10, if I remember correctly. Nope, it's not working. Pretty sure it was only 10. Alright. That was a ship. We should have animals showing up by now. There's one. 2. 3. It'd be great if we could find all of them. Need one more. Okay, while we're waiting. Excellent. Okay, we got it. Alright, so we should put it down here. Let's put it down here. Okay, exosuit upgraded. There we go. That's 4. Now we only have 2 more to find on this planet to get the bonus. Ground and underground. We got 1 ground, 1 underground. Metal fingers on this planet. Ooh. That's good. We need that. I think while we wait, we ought to check that out because we could use that. That's going to give us some uranium. And uranium is a handy metal to have, especially with newer... ships and stuff like that. 197, 198. Okay, we're right there. Should be right here. Switch to our mining beam. Did we pass it? Nope, it's right in front of us. I thought we were already there. There they are. Nice. And some of it will be gold. But we'll take the uranium and we'll stand back a little ways just in case some sentinels show up. What do we get? 365. Nice. This thing's just eating through it like butter. I love it. Hot knife through butter, man. Very handy. I'm glad we found this. It says there's 2 more, but I wonder if they are below us. Yeah, they are. They're in a cave below us. Let's look. Yeah, they are. Ow. Wow. Oh, wow. There's a whole bunch here, man. Okay, that was worth it. I thought there was only going to be like 1 or 2. This is great. And we're protected from the elements. And we're in a cave. We ought to keep an eye open for creatures in here. You know, like how hot my mining weapon is getting? Like, not at all. There's another one? Oh my gosh. What a great find this is. There's 3 more. Holy moly. Nice. Okay, we gotta look. 3,600 uranium. And over 2,000 gold. Look at that. Holy mackerel. That is fabulous. I'm very happy about that. Very happy. Okay. Let's get out of this cave somehow. We'll take a look around. Creatures. I don't see any. Alright. You know, there's a quick way to leave these things. Fill it in, it pops you out to the surface. And then just head towards your ship. Let me see. Any red dots anywhere? I do want to find the last two creatures if we can. That would be kind of sucky if we came all this way for nothing then. I wouldn't say for nothing. I mean, we did pretty good. Oh, navigation data. There we go. Nope. No underground creatures anywhere. How weird. Is that another cave system over there? It sure is. I'll be. Look at that. Occasionally, the underground creatures will hang around outside the entrance rather than deep into the cave itself. Sometimes. Not always. But it's good to check anyway. With all the caves here, I figured we'd find one of them. There is a trick, and I'm willing to try it again. This is a decent cave, I think, to do it with. I don't know. Check. We'll use the battery for that. This is a better cave to do it with, actually, now that I think about it. Just take one more look, make sure there's nobody here. Alright, so we got to get in and out of our ship here in just a minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop some food down. There we go. And then get in and out of our ship for a save point. And reload. Restore point right there. Let's see what happens. I'm told what'll happen is the creatures you're looking for will appear now. It gives a better option for them to appear. Let's see what happens. So far, does not appear to be the case. Okay, I will have to conclude that that is not the case. That doesn't seem to work. And the metal fingers have reappeared. They will reappear when you reload. I'm not going to go after them. Just making a note of that to you folks here. Alright, so if we want to find these creatures, we probably have to go somewhere else. Oh, one thing I didn't check, though. Always active, found in the south. This one is just always active. So where are we on the planet? We're in the northern part of the planet, so we got to go to the southern part of the planet. Alright, let's give it a shot. So we are pointed south right now. There we go. Let's go to another area of the planet, like right about there. And once we enter the atmosphere, we can check to see where we are. Right there. Not quite in the south, but we're close enough. We are south enough? How's that? How's that? Love to find another drop pod or something like that. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, that'll work. I need the navigation data, so let's go ahead and hit. Oh, there's a beacon. Okay, well, that's alright. That is just a dot. We have a biological entity. So which one did we get? Let's find out. Ground. Very good. So now the last one we need is underground. And for that, we're going to need a cave. Is that a cave over here? It is a cave over here. But not a very big cave, so I don't know if we're going to find much there. Hi, buddy. Okay, good to hear from you. All right, sorry. I'll move over here. Is that better? Okay, I think he's better. He was a little bit aggravated at me being there, I guess. Well, I guess we're going to have to be disappointed because the creatures will not pop up. How's our launch thrusters doing? 48? Okay, we're all right. Oh, yeah, we don't want to be there. Wasn't why I was here. It's not a resource depot I'm looking for. I'm looking for something a little bit bigger. Something that will form and have a cave nearby. Something. What do we got? Ah, okay, that'll work. I don't think there'll be any caves. So there is a cave right there, a big one. Okay, good. Out. Out of ship. All right. Let's get into the cave, shall we? Not much of a cave here, guys. This is a sad excuse for a cave. And I was hoping that we'd get a creature that would appear because we're right here inside the cave. Okay, well, that kind of stinks. Floating crystals are very handy, though. Ah, broken ankle. So, floating crystals have a chance of giving you some pretty cool things. I honestly can't believe we aren't getting any sentinels floating around. Did you notice that? There they are. You need an advanced mining laser to take these guys out, though. So these are just like the crystals you find underground. Very similar, but they just require an advanced mining beam to get them. So, as with anything else... Nice, geodesite again. Let me just check my log real quick, because it wants me to make something. Oh, I see what it is. Okay. Alright, do we have a cave? No, we don't have any caves nearby. Alright, let's head back to our ship. I think we're just going to have to call this lost. I really was hoping that we'd find something really cool. But I don't see anything. And up we go. South. We'll try one more time, and then we'll call it quits here. Because I don't want to spend the entire episode looking for an animal. That wouldn't make any sense. Okay, let's just land here. We'll take a look around. I see it's a resource depot, but I don't care. We've got a cave right there, though, a big one. Interesting. Very big cave complex here, actually. Very large. That usually bodes well, but you'd think it would produce the required fauna. I want to try something, folks. A friend of mine told me about that. So you're seeing that your toxic protection is dropping. Let's say you're not near a cave. However, if you dig a hole, it stabilizes, but it doesn't go down, right? In other words, it doesn't go back up, is what I meant to say. What happens if we put down a portable refiner and get on top of said portable refiner? Our toxic protection just went up. So there's a little trick, guys. I don't know if it's an exploit or a cheat or something like that, but I never would have expected that to work. Fascinating. For now, I'm just going to drop a battery in and hope that an animal appeared while we were doing those shenanigans. And the underground animal has not shown up. Even though we have a huge cave complex, an exposed cave with an underground cave, this whole cave complex is here, and yet no animal is showing. Really hoped it would work. Sometimes that last animal always takes a little longer. So sometimes just go inside and hang out for a little bit. I'm gonna get some money while I'm here. Red dots. No red dots. I'm just making extra money while I'm waiting. There we go. There we go. I just made 200,000 just standing here, so. Not to mention got a whole bunch of minerals, if you will, gases, I don't know, sodium, oxygen. Really was hoping this guy would pop up sooner than later, so we're not standing around here like a bozo. Alright. I think we're going to have to call it, unfortunately. I really thought this would be perfect because of the huge complex we have here. But as unreal as it sounds, I guess they don't want to show up. I still hold out hope, you know, as I wander around here. Because of all these marrow bulbs that are sticking out here. It's like you have a perfect opportunity to appear, my friend. And there's nothing better than this right here. This is the kind of cave you need to find one of these guys, but he will not show up. And no position in the world makes a difference for this guy. He just stubborn, and he is not even considered rare, if I'm not mistaken. No, that does say rare. Rare and underground, always active. Come on, 7 out of 8. Does that work for you guys? No? Ah, that stinks. Alright, so we're not going to get the bonus. Alright, let's get out of here. I think that's enough. Off we go. Ah, crashed freighter. Very interesting. Let's go back to our planet. Right there. And off we go. So we're going to give them the 4 creatures that we've discovered. We may have to make some stuff here, but we're going to spend hopefully the rest of our episode doing the things that we wanted to do. And that is finding a ship. We got to find a dissonant system, and then we got to, well, get some things done, I guess. There we go. Coming in. Perfect landing. Every time. Where? Okay. What's the scientist have to say about what we did? Do you have the data, traveler? My child cannot see the world as you see it. To share your scans will be to share your consciousness with them. It is a tremendous gift. And it. You, what sights? By way of thanks, my child has prepared you a blueprint. They have learned how to make unstable gel. They hope it makes you happy. Oh, this is really creepy, isn't it? Traveler, this data has raised a concern. As a beacon, my child could receive signals from unknown sources all across the galaxy. I will be unable to protect them from the unsavory thoughts of the Gek or the harsh scans of the Sentinels. If you find ion batteries, I will prepare polyfiber blueprints, and we shall weave them a protective cloak. Except, do not delay, traveler. Their young mind is very impressionable. No thoughts on my own on that one. Okay, wait a moment, because we do have batteries. Let's wait for the icon. There it is. We're done. Have you found the ion batteries, traveler? The Korvax looks anxious. Their disconnection from the convergence and their anxiety for their child is taking its toll. Perhaps the batteries will help them settle. Thank you, traveler. It is good we can protect the little beacon, but I fear it may not be enough. You should take a copy of the polyfiber plans. They may be of some use to you. Now, please, give me some time to educate my child. Okay. And we have another hour and a half. Okay, so there's the delay I was looking for. So we're ready to go. I am going to do a little research on getting another ship. And we got to talk about reputation. So we are at the 33-minute mark of this episode. And on our way out. Okay, good deal. So we need to find a dissonant system, a new one. So let's go to the map. Take a look. So we haven't really stretched our legs very far yet. So let's look around and go someplace that is about 1,000 light years away. Let's go over here, and we're going to look for instead of a water system, like it says 324 light years, G3 water, we're looking for dissonant. Okay. Let me get rid of that. There we go. That'll help us find it. Oh, there's one. Right there. Korvax dissonant system. Looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4 planets and 2 moons to boot. Let's do it. Now, you don't want to be too concerned about the economy of a system in regards to the Sentinel ship that's there. It's random. It could be any Sentinel ship we find here. Alright, let's make a stop at the space station real quick. This is just a takeoff and leave. Interesting space station. Ooh, it's purple. Preferred parking. There we go. So we have the space station in hand. Alright, now let's take a look around. So there's our first planet. And nobody's else has discovered this system, so that's fragmented. Okay, fungal mold. Looks like that one has the 2 moons, but we'll come back to it. Let's check out the big planets first. There's another planet on the other side of this. There we go. There's our dissonant planet. Okay, so that's the one we're looking for. Now, even though we have found these planets, I need to look to see if there's any others. I have been in systems where there's been multiple dissonant planets. That's pretty. I don't know what that is, but that may not be what we're looking for, but at least we'll get it. Salvageable scrap. Ooh, we can make our first Corvette, guys. And we need to check out the ringed planet. It's got, you can see it's got a moon at the bottom left, but I think it's got one more. Oh, I see it. It's in the rings on the other side. Okay. Oh, see? That's what I was talking about. Desolate moon. That might be a better place to go. And contaminated moon. Okay, so the desolate moon, because it's a moon, everything's closer together and it's easier to move around on that. So whereas this planet over here, the orange one, isn't? It's actually not a bad planet, but may not be what we're looking for. So let's head over this way. I'm going to head to the moon. Let's get ourselves lined up. There we go. We'll check it out. Again, everything's tighter together, so it'll be easier to move around on this planet. And we're going to talk about reputation towards the end of this episode here. So this is the part of the episode where we're going to be doing... it's very interesting how space changes to a different color here. This is part of the episode where we're just going to be finding the dissonant ships, Sentinel ships, if you will. I need to make a little extra money. I'm down to about 8.5 million units. That's not bad. I got some I can sell, but it's not what we're here for. Let's go to the lit up side of the planet. Are the rings going right through this planet? They sure are, aren't they? Right through the top of it, anyway. Very interesting moon. As long as it's not heavily mountainous, I think we'll be alright. Looks like we have a minor settlement right in front of us. Look at that. Talk about your perfect setup here. Let's check it out. And it should be lit up almost all day long by those, even at the nighttime it should be brighter. Sentinels are rebellious on the planet, it says. That's interesting. So this might be an aggressive Sentinel planet too. Oh no, they're dissonant. Never mind. It's okay. Not interested really. All right, let's grab some nanites. They're over here anyway. Good, got them. Okay, out we go. All right. Looks like there's bones over that way too. That's funny. Yep, we got a lot of bones on this planet. How many are there? 10 on this planet? So we are going to do this too. I don't know if any of these animals are going to attack us, but... yeah. Already found half of them. Okay, we're up to 7. Not bad. 7 creatures thus far, and I guarantee you some are underground. Got a ground creature, another ground creature, and... a flying. So 2 ground and one flying. Okay. That's not bad. As long as we have any more underground creatures, we should be able to find everything we're looking for. So, okay, cool. Hey, look at that. Just the guy I'm looking for right there. So let's go tick off some sentinels. Up, up, up. What do we got over there? There's our ground creature. We have one more ground creature and then a flying one. And then we're all set. Okay. Echolocator. Go figure. Wanted a mirror, but that's okay. Let's go running around. So when it says it's hunting, pay attention and watch in front of you for any sentinels that might pop up. And we're done. There we go. See, they popped up, but I was walking, so they couldn't find me. Alright, I am looking for another sentinel digger like that. I don't see any, so we're going to have to probably fly around and look. Hey, there's our flyer. Okay, we got one more ground creature to get, and we're done. I'm not really interested in the bones, I'll tell you. Not bad, huh? Some more navigation data. Alright. Ground-based creatures? No. It is one more ground. Did I have that right? Ground. Found in the north. Okay, so we should head north from here. Okay, that's no problem. We can do that. Alright, so we're going to do that. That's east, so this will be north. And it's a moon, so we can get places a lot quicker. Hey look, another minor settlement. Like I said, moon, man. Best place to look for this crap. What's that? Curious deposits, dude. Awesome. Alright. Grab that, not that. Yeah, we'll grab it anyway. Navigation data is what we get from it anyway. And this little pea shooter again. Yeah, 2 supercharged slots right there. It's a B class. And if we find an A class or better, then we'll start really looking. Okay, guys? We'll be a little more careful. This is a pretty good planet, though. This isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Red dots and diggers. Red dots and diggers. Let's take a look around. There's one. Digger. Okay, we'll watch for the red dots, because I'm not sure if we're really that far north yet. No, we're not. Let's tell by that. There we go. Always a pleasure, my friend. How much runaway mold did we get? About 5,000. That's not terrible. I got a lot of stuff in my inventory. Can I send it to my ship? I can. Okay, so we have an echolocator to discover our new ship. I'm not going to do that just yet. We are doing that soon. Gotta keep some inventory open. You're not the boy I'm looking for, are you? No. Okay. Yeah, like I said, we're not far enough north yet. I need a mirror, so I need a few mirrors, to be honest with you. Hello. I don't know why he's mad at me. Yeah. Crud. Hey, are you the guy I'm looking for? No, no. Definitely not it. Okay. Again, I don't think we're far enough to the north. Check that out. That's crazy looking. Alright, and oh, we got the little guys here. That sucks. Inverted mirror. That's it. We need a few of those, like I said. We don't just need one. Let me take a quick look around before these guys swarm me. I don't see any others anywhere. Okay. Let's head back to the ship. Come on, clock. Okay, they don't seem to be mad. Bones. We could do it, but I'm not here to do that. Love the jetpack now. Always a pleasure, man. Back to the north. What have we here? Hey, look, it's a minor settlement. What in the world, man? And a cave. Let's see, where are we? Still not quite north. We're at the equator, so maybe it'll work. Let's see. Same pea shooter? Oh, it's a different color. B-class again. Okay. While we're here, though. It just gave us more nanites. That's okay. Hey. Don't do that. That was not funny. Alright, we're looking for a digger. There's one right there. Okay, good. Any more? There's another one over there. Good. Okay, so we got two within range. There's our navigation data. Alright. We're also looking for red dots. Don't see any yet. Didn't I mark it? There it is. Nope, don't see anybody. No red dots. Okay. Okay, we're close enough now. Another inverted mirror. Should be one back the way we came. We're not going to see it yet, so let's just get out of range of these guys. Hunting. Right angle. There we go. Okay. There's the other one. Organic rock. That's... Thank you anyway. What I need, a live rock. Still no red dots. Hello. What have we here? I think we can only activate it, though. I already got tons of pugnium. I don't need any more. Another mirror. Okay, any more diggers from this vantage point? None but the one that we just found. Okay, let's go back the other way. Remember, as soon as they pop up, you go on a right angle. There we go. Done. Okay. Back to the ship. Let me guess, that was the creature I was looking for? No? Okay, good. Just killed the creature you were looking for. Alright, so we got a few mirrors now. Good news is, we now open up that last slot on our multi-tool. Let's go ahead and fix it. There we go. Ugh, that feels so much better to have that open now. Okay. And we're going to go to the north. Just a little bit further. I want to see if I can get the last animal. If I can get the last animal, we're in good shape. Sorry, I couldn't see. I'm in the blind, man. We're in the blind. Do a little quick scan. Pretty cool, isn't it? We're on the edge of this. Alright, what do we got here? This is a shelter. So yeah, you run into this once in a while. You get a moon or a planet that's in the rings of another planet, and it really throws off everything. Hey, look. There's our biological entity. We got it. Awesome. 2,500 nanites. Awesome. Good deal. Let's go find our ship. I think it's here. There we go. Alright, and we're going to use our echolocator.
Navigational data received.
Where to? Where to? That way. Okay. Good. We're just out from underneath the edge of that. What? Oh, got it. Yeah, that's true. 5 planets now. I think we flew right over the top of this thing. Alright, let's see what kind of ship we can end up with here. We're going to pick up... what's our inventory look like? Okay, yeah, our inventory's getting a little full. We're going to put this in our ship. There we go. That looks a little better. Let's see what we got here. Storage augmentation. Excellent. That's for my ship. Or more runaway mold. Void motes. Firestorm, huh? Okay. Rusted metal is useless. And more void motes. That's fantastic. Okay, good. Let's get rid of that. We're going to keep the void motes, put it in there. We'll open this up. That gives us a defense chit. And we get a storage augmentation for our ship. Excellent. Alright, so this is going to get hot here real quick. Let's go ahead and get this harmonic interface taken care of. Rejected, rejected, rejected. We're going to check the glyphs, come right back out, scan the memory registry. So 11 minus 4 is 7, and 13. So 1, 7, 13. 1, 7, 13, 13, 13. Okay, deactivate the multi-tool because we will check it out. And where's our ship? Okay. Now what we can do is we can put down a base computer here so we can come back to the spot, or a save beacon. Save beacon will work as well. And we can come back to the spot anytime we want. Okay, so let's do this. We'll put a base computer down. We can always get rid of the base computer. And we'll rename the base. We'll just call this, you know, Dissonant 2, I guess, or something like that. D2, D2. Just make it simple. Let's see. For crying out loud. Found additional buried technology modules. Constructing proceeding smoothly. Recent expedition yielded Copying data dist. Additional data available. Construction logs recovered. Blueprints reassembled and prepared for download. Search. Base technology data extracted. Downloading plans. Storage container plans restored. So we get our number 0 storage container now. Readable archive retrieval complete. Beginning defragmentation of next signal. Leave. I'm hoping to get in. Good. There we go. We made it. Alright, so we're going to call this D2. That's it. I forgot I was going to do that. That's part of the playthrough. Alright, so this is the... Yeah, that's just absolutely awful. Not even going to bother. Okay, 221 degrees, huh? Pretty cool. Alright, let's hope we get a pretty decent ship out of this. How far away is that ship? It says it's 2 minutes away. A minute away. Let's go to the upper atmosphere real quick. Again, this is a moon. That's pretty neat, those ships. That is really, really neat. Right on the edge of the atmosphere. And here we are. Slow down, slow down, slow down. I can't even tell what kind of ship it is. Awful weather. Alright. Oh, this is a scout. That's what I call a scout ship. Very similar to the ship we just had. But we're going to take it because... What? Yeah, didn't tell me. Alright. Because it's a C-class ship, but we can sell it. Okay, so we're going to sell this ship. Let's take these things out. It goes there. Go there. Okay. So this will be just money. That's all I'm going to do with this ship. Nope. Not worth my time. Okay. Straight ahead. Five, four, three, two, one. So not the best ships in the world, but we're going to sell this ship. And then we're going to try a different dissonant system after this. So I'm looking for a specific ship. This isn't it. We're going to leave the system. We can check the other planet, but I got a funny feeling the other planet's going to have the same thing. It's the same ship throughout the entire system. So not really worth spending more time here if that's not the ship you're looking for. Anti-gravity well is down to 3%. There we go. It is a pretty neat system, though, isn't it? Whoops, my bad. Bring it in, my friend, bring it in. Stay. There we go. So, got a lot of, area in here, but it's just, yeah, like I said, it's not going to be the ship for us. Pretty neat looking ship, though. Yellow. Scout. It's actually pretty cool looking, but I don't think I'm going to keep this one. So, we'll claim it. But we're going to be getting rid of it. Okay. So, let's go find another system to go to here. So that took, wow, we're really at an hour in this episode already. Alrighty, let's see. Let's take another look. Water, 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 water. Dissonant. But, can't go there. Water, water, water. Nope, dissonant. Can't go there. Dissonant. I can go there. 1 star. Plenty of planets. Okay, let's head on in. I mean, I look at that last ship, and it's not bad. It would definitely do for a nice scout ship, and I'm sure it's pretty quick. But not quite what I'm looking for. First contact. Frostbound, Frost Crystal. Let's see if we can line up with this one. Can. Salvageable scrap. Keep forgetting that we have to get a Corvette one of these days. Rainy planet. What's this thing? There's our dissonant, and that's a desert planet. We'll check them all. Poisonous, high sentinel, and finally you. And irradiated. Okay, so that's all 6 planets. We could hit to the space station, but I'm not going to in this case. I'm just going to go straight here. Alright. It's pretty far out there now I'm looking at it. So we're going to find some diggers, we're going to get some echolocators, or at least one, and then we can go ahead and find what we're looking for. Let's hope for a decent ship here. Alrighty, 50% on our pulse drive. I don't care about going to the light side this time. I'm just going to go ahead and head straight for it. It's a desert planet. We had a deep space object we could have checked out. Didn't have my hands on the keyboard at the time. Are we in the middle of a storm or something? I think we are. Maybe we should head to the daylight side of the planet. So we can see where we're going here. Head to the sun. Oh, stop that. Don't you dare bounce around that quickly. That doesn't happen too often, guys, but occasionally it does. Okay, and now down to the planet. Alright. Hopefully we can see a little bit better. No, of course not. That's hilly, not mountainous. Alright. But we want to look at the radar up at top. We're going to head towards this building, but I'm looking for diggers. Not seeing any. How interesting. Yep, I know. Wow, there's like not a lot on this planet. You notice that? I don't even see rocks. This is supposed to be a dissonant planet, but let's bring it in. Maybe I need to land first and get acclimated. We will scan a creature or two just to see what we got here. 9 creatures. Alright, and we're looking for diggers, right? That's what I was looking for. These kind of planets, they're kind of odd, and they will usually have more flyers than anything else. But interesting. That's also interesting. That is a... Okay then. That is really weird. Well, welcome to No Man's Sky. And whichever one of your programmers decided to make this creature, I don't think firing them is worth enough. I think you just take them out to the parking lot and start slapping them around. What were you thinking? There we go. And now we can see a little better. Alright, let's see. I see no diggers anywhere. Unbelievable. It's a really crazy looking creature. Okay then. Alright. A little slower. We'll take it a little bit at a time. Let's just see if we can find anything. We're seeing more knowledge stones than we're seeing crystals at this point. And I see no diggers anywhere. Maybe I'm in the wrong area? I wonder if this means we're going to find something even specialer. Yep, I said it. Specialer. Alright, let's see here. Wow, I mean, this is worse than desert. This is desolate. See, we got a couple of those. Yeah. Rocks to my left. Oh, stop that. This should not be this difficult to find one. There's like a crystal here and a crystal there. Alright, what do you think, guys? I think maybe the economy does have something to do with it. Alright, I think we know what we need to do. Off we go. So, we kind of got a little hint there. Let's take a look. Dissonant system, red star. What's the economy like? No economy. So there won't be any ships there. Yeah, that's just something you guys need to know, okay? If it has no economy, it means no space station. No space station means people haven't been there. No people means no ships. Even though Sentinels are a different entity, it doesn't make a difference. They go by a specific rule set in the programming. Let's go to this section here. Oh, dissonant, right there. 3-star. Very nice. Okay, let's see what happens here. So maybe the economy does affect that. The fact that we were on a moon on that first system was very interesting. All right, first contact. The Laevsk system. Okay, let's check out our planets. Cactus flesh. Ancient bones. We didn't get the salvageable scrap planet again, but it's because we didn't want to stay there. Aggressive sentinels. No, thank you. Will you be this special planet for us? No, but you have salvageable scrap. Thank you, sir. Maybe you? There's one more planet, I think, behind this one. Nope, that's the one. And a good one. Salvageable scrap, copper, no heavy storms. Dissonance detected. Oh my gosh, this is like a gold mine here. It's pretty far out, but I'll take it. Salvageable scrap too, so we can get some Corvette stuff. What's our inventory like on our starship? Not a lot of room in there right now, unfortunately. I think it's time to get rid of some stuff. 2, 3, 4. I got 8 slots open for me now, and my exosuit isn't any better. Get rid of that. Yeah, should have emptied out some inventory, eh? Yeah. Okay, let's go to the light side of the planet, because we've been having a lot of success finding things that way. Very nice. Skimmed it just right. No water. Don't have to worry about oceans, and we have large continents here. And we found an archive. Are you kidding me? Alright, that's a good sign. We're not going to land at the archive. I'm just going to look around at this point. No storms going on right now, so I want to see if I can see any of the diggers. Let's see, we're running into the same problem here. There's not a lot, even though we're in a higher economy system. There's one right there. Okay. Let's go ahead and land. Mirror. Ah, special music this time, huh? Oh, okay, let's go.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
How many creatures? 8? This might be an easy planet to get this stuff on.
Units received.
Okay, 4. Wiggly guy, 5. There's one over there. Nope, that's inorganic. I can't quite get to him. It's weird. That one's over there. All right, let's head to that one. Oh, come on. Got him. That's what, 6, I think? 6 of 8. Good. What are the others? They should all fit in one screen. Got 2 on the ground. That's it. Cool beans. Alright, we don't see any more diggers anywhere near here. We did get another mirror, so that's good. Let's bring it down a little lower. A little lower, a little lower. There we go. Slow down too far. More crystals. It's actually, you know, as planets go, this doesn't seem to be terrible. Haven't seen one of the storms yet. It'll probably get, you know, visibility nothing when that happens, but while we're like this seems to be pretty good. Okay, a couple more crystals. Some more. Diggers anywhere. Come on, guys. Give me some diggers. That's the best part about having a moon, man. That's one heck of a tall mountain in the distance there, don't you think? I mean, I wonder to myself whether, you know, if you are having such a hard time finding them, if you can finally get an echolocator. Nice crystals right in front of me. That was good. Is that a digger? Sure is. And that is a ship finding spot over there. Let's land there. We'll come back. And we'll see if we can't find a crashed ship here too, to boot. Extra income and possible more stuff. I just saw it a second ago. It was there. There he is, right there. Okay, got him. Any more around here while I'm here? I didn't see any, but... No? Okay. Worth a shot. Another mirror. I'm just going to stand still because they can't find me. There we go. Take me, I take you, pal. Alright, let's head to the ship finding over here. This is just a ship finder, nothing special. This will not find us a dissonant ship. Or a sentinel ship, pardon me. There we go. Let's see, 80, 71, so minus 8. I mean, okay, so that's 9, and then 8, and then 7. So 6, I guess? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 6. Okay, so 30. Number 3. Freighter crash site figures. Okay. Oh well. Thing I didn't really care to find. No big deal. I'm trying to call my starship. I'm trying to get into my starship. Thank you. I should have grabbed some navigation data. Oh well, it is what it is. Hey, look at that. Too low, too low. Easy. So far, not bad. I mean, I wish I could have found some more diggers. I've been on planets that they're just like all over the place. Like, you can run to like 4 or 5 of them within a, you know, circular radius of wherever you land. And I don't know, maybe they're making it more difficult? Maybe it's because the system is such an easy system? Possibly? Yeah, I don't know. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was all that? Alright, well, why don't we come to a landing over here and we'll take a look around. Ooh, Spider. Nice. Okay, are there any... There's a digger right there. Okay, good. 1. Great if we found 1 or 2 more, but... Yeah, I'm not gonna hold my breath, right? Or a double digger was always great, too. From this distance, isn't this awesome? Am I having somebody landing on top of me right now? By the mirror. No? Oh, it's those guys.
Radiation protection falling.
Alright, any more creatures that we could find? We got 2 ground-based creatures that we need to find that aren't those particular red dots. Okay, so they're done. Oh, there's one there. Yep, love those things. Creepy as all heck, man. That's one more. So we got one last creature to find on this planet, and then we're done. While we're here, let's take a look. Up. Is that it? Is that back the way we came? Thought we came from that direction. Let's find out. See, that's one thing about the jetpack is it takes a long time to recharge. But my running juice doesn't run out. And it recharges much faster. Get up here. Okay, there we go. Echolocator. It says right on it. Excellent. That's what we needed, right? Any more around here, just in case I want to go searching? No? Ah, crap. I was hoping I could get away with it. Stand still. No? Oh, they're done. It did work. Yay! Alright, let's go find this ship and see what it's like.
Alert. Navigational data received.
It doesn't want to get out of there, does it? There we go. So that took us a little bit of time to find that. there's our camp. So at the very least, we've gotten about a 20 million credit ship. Yeah, we're going to pick these things up, aren't we? Hopes that we get another upgrade. Okay, we got to clean out inventory here in a minute. Okay, there we go. No kidding. Emerald. Pulse spitter module. Put this in our ship too. Get rid of you. That one didn't go into our inventory. Okay. Here we go. Okay, input. Get out of there real quick. Hit number 2. What do we got? 13, 3, and 8. There we go. Okay, so we unlock the multi-tool. Dissonant spikes. And we'll check out this ship and see what it is. And maybe we have enough time to check out one more. If this doesn't turn out to be what we're looking for. Nice looking multi-tool. C-class, and has absolutely nothing worth my time. Been very unlucky with the multi-tools today, but I do have a great multi-tool, so. And an S-class, so I shouldn't really complain, right? Okay. Alright, how far out are you? An hour? That can't be right. No, it is right. And how far away are you? Let's hit the crash freighter just real quick so we can jump near its cargo and leave. Because otherwise it'll maintain on here forever. Didn't realize we were that close to it. I don't know why it wouldn't respond. There we go. That's all we needed. Destination reached. Now we can go. Yep, it is that far away. Okay. Usually the ships are a lot closer than that. This one's literally on the other side of the planet, it looks like. That's unusual. Alright, be a good ship for us, please. Oh, what have we here? It's a swing wing. It is a swing wing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, buddy. I mean, I don't even care if it's a C class, but what kind of class is it? It's an A class. Oh, yeah, baby. We hit it right. We hit it right. Alrighty. Good deal. Excellent. We got ourselves a nice ship. Let's check the guy back here real quick. Walker Brains 10. Oh, yes, thank you. Nice. Okay. Where to? That way. So we have ourselves our ship for our entire rest of our series, I think. This is great. It's not an S-class, and I'm not sure where the supercharged slots are, but a ship that nice, you gotta hang on to. Alright, here we go. Whoops, I haven't learned any Viking words yet. Are you kidding me? The dude in my base, you think he would have taught me something by now, right? Kidding, kidding, just joking. Okay, so now that this is done, what we're going to do is talk about, for a little bit, for the last, like 30 minutes or so, maybe even a little less than that, I think we can talk about reputations. Okay, brain is presented. Good deal. Okay, there we go. Let's get back to the ship. We're on our way. That is really awesome. And there's a digger right there. Oh well, I thought about it, but never mind. Look at the color of that thing, too. It's got that tealish look to it. I kind of like that. Now, it's got the skids on it, which I'm not really fond of, and I don't particularly care for the back end that terribly. But I'm not going to be a chooser. This is really good. I like this. Alright, supercharged slot, slot, and slot. We got 3 slots on here. That's excellent. It does come with phase beams. I can get rid of those. Looks like we got a good amount of technology. Let me see. Let me compare the ships. 38, 26, 39, 28. So we actually have a little more room on this one. So if we move over to cargo, we can move things over. So quick transfer, just right click. Yeah. See what I mean? Very handy. And there we go. So we have 9 slots available down there. That's awesome. Okay, back to technology. We can't take the technology out of this and move it over. That's not possible, so we'll have to just suffer for now. Alright, but we're going to claim the ship. And this one is now ours. Alright, good deal. Let's go in here. I don't think my exosuit has a lot of room in it. I don't even know what that just gave me. Alright. So we're going to take out the shields. Let's just go ahead and uninstall everything right now that we aren't going to be using. Okay. The guns. And we're going to leave the cyclotron in here. I'm not going to take it with. Our upgrades for our hyperdrive. Landing. There we go. There we go. So we'll leave those. I mean, this has definitely has some nice slots on it, but this is a nicer ship. Come on, guys. I think that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. All right, let's move some of this over. Okay. Time to move some inventory over as well. Get some of this stuff over here. All right. Oh, didn't need to put that over there. Okay. Let's do that. All right. So we're going to uninstall that. And that. Okay, we're done with that. Here, we got some cadmium out of it. That's awesome. Rocket launcher we really don't need. I'm just going to put it off to the side for now. This is our pilot license thing. That's our shield, which I'm going to leave there. We're going to put our sentinel cannon right here. We're going to be making a new cannon, so I'm not going to worry about it later. That is our hyperdrive. So we'll put the hyperdrive down. Is that the hyperdrive? That is the hyperdrive. Let's use the warp cell. That way we can get that out of our inventory. All right. Pulse jump. Put you there. And okay, that's launch thrusters. Okay, good. I don't know which one of these had the heavier. See, that's 220 light years. Cadmium. 256. Okay, good. That gives us the boost. That 1506. 1522. Okay, we'll put you there. Actually, we got to make room for the shields. All right, let's go the other way with this. Oh, I see what happens here. Well, that's crappy. $15.18. Okay, that actually works better. All right, we'll leave it there. Because the shields, I want to get some stuff around it. We don't need that. Okay, good. Okay, we've got 3 slots available on our ship. That's a problem. Running out of room. Well, we got 4. 4 slots available. Okay. It's a pretty ship. Can't wait to take it out for a spin. Give me just a couple more minutes, guys. There we go. Okay. Four of them over. Yeah, whatever. Let's see. So you... Where are you? There we go. Nope. Shield. 35%. Excellent. Okay. Okay. Shield. Shield. Okay, that'll take care of that. All right. Put you up here, make more room on the bottom. Okay, good. Everything done there. We have one more visit to the ship. And for this ship, I'm probably going to scrap it, I think. 1, 2, 3, 5. And I don't think, like I said, I don't think I'm going to use these at all. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of it. I'm going to uninstall it and keep the stuff for it. So 1, 2. Okay, well, looks like we're going to have to make one more visit. So we can get their amino chambers. That stinks. There you are. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. Teleporter. We're going to put over here. More gun. There we go. How does that give it? Okay, almost 10,000 damage. 9,087. Okay, that'll be good. This is our landing. Landing. Economy scanner. Put you up here. Yeah, that's paralysis mortar. Okay, so we're done with that. Okay, good. And the starship has plenty of room. Alright, good. I think we got it all. So, the last thing we need to get... Oh, nice. Is just this. Okay, good. And we're done with you. So we can sell that ship. And we can sell a couple other ships as well, so that'll be great. Let me pull in one of the other ships real quick.
Warning. Incoming storm.
Thought we were in the middle of an incoming storm.
Radiation protection falling.
Okay. Wow, what is going on here? Okay, so the blessing, let me just make sure. Yeah, we already pulled everything out of you as well, so I can sell you too. So I can sell these 2 ships, and I'll keep this one. And let me check the other ships real quick. Okay, so the Hunter, the Blessings, and the Hope. And this one's burned, is what it's called. It says reforged, but it's burned. So, EP ship. EPS, ElanPaul ship. What do we name them? Oh, keep the burned. I like the burn. EPS burned. All right, good deal. So this is our new ship. Oh man, actually the back of it looks like there's legs hanging down. Like it really is a raptor of some sort. Let's get to this spot right here. Get some sunlight on this sucker. So, that's a pretty looking ship. Yeah, I'll take that. That is really, really good. It's not the biggest one I've seen, but it definitely is a good looking ship. It doesn't have the tank treads like I really like, but I don't mind at all. It's an A-class ship, so we'll take it. Okay, so now that we're done there, we got a little bit more room up here now to mess around with. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 slots available, so we'll have some more room to get some things done. All right, so we're going to head over to the space station here. We're in a Viking system, guys. Alrighty. Wow, the space station was a lot further away than I realized. But there's a reason to go there, so. And we are going to be building a Corvette. I think we're going to do that in episode 9 of this series. I think it'll be time to go look for Corvette parts and build one. That'll be great. Alrighty, boy, there it is, finally. My word. Nice, checkered on the outside. I like that. Beautiful ship. I really like this one. This one's nice. All right, so we got our ship that we need. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and part out these ships. Now, let me show you a little something here about reputations. You can build up rep in a couple different ways. You can do missions in here, and you can get Viking missions, level up your Viking standings. What that does for you, though, the most important thing it does for you is it allows you to get better pricing on stuff. For instance, if I go up here and I say on this multi-tool upgrade system, I want my multi-tool to be upgraded. Upgrade the class, 50,000 nanites, right? If I can upgrade my reputation with the Viking, that price comes down. So, before we get started, let's go ahead and switch over to a different ship. We're going to pull the blessing in, check your ship, make sure it's the one you want to get rid of. It is. And keep in mind, I need room in my exosuit. You need room in here. I'm going to have to sell some of this stuff off. Yeah, I got to sell some stuff off. I need room in my exosuit to make room for the things that'll pop in there. So we're going to get rid of the useful springs, the vector compressors. What else we got? I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the amino chambers. I really don't need them. The Herox, I've already got some in that. That should leave enough room in my suit for other things. Let me check real quick. Yeah, that's good. Plenty of room in here now. Okay, so let's go ahead and part out this ship. Salvage analysis, 24 million units. Let's grab it. Gone. So we got some good stuff out of it. Let's check. All right, so all we got out of this is we got AI valves and the nano cables and a couple upgrades. So really didn't help us a whole ton. So let's get the next ship up for grabs, and that's going to be the... Is it the Hope? It is the Hope. Let me check. Okay, it's Hope. So we're going to get rid of Hope. Getting rid of all of our Hope. Claiming 22 million there. That's only C-class, so it's not going to give us too much, as you can see. So, it's okay. It's okay. Let's pull up the next ship. And that is going to be the... Okay, we got the Burned, the Raging Breath, and the Hunter. Okay, so Is it the Hunter? Yeah, it is the Hunter, actually. All right, so this is the ship we're going to be getting rid of, too. So, goodbye to the Hunter. Thank you very much for all your services, my friend. But, time to salvage. So, this leaves us with 3 ships left. 32 million. Gone. All right. And did we get anything more from it? Did we get any upgrades? No, we didn't. All right, I was hoping so. An A class or better, we usually give it to you, but not the B classes. All right, so now we can go upstairs, sell some of these upgrades. Hey, we can get an exosuit upgrade too while we're here. I'll put that down here to fill out the square area down there. Okay. Purchase. We're actually going to sell these upgrades we just got, and the starship that we have doesn't have anything in it. Let me pull up my other starship real quick. There we go. Okay. No, you don't have any either. Starship, there you go. So we're going to get rid of the pulse spitter module. I really don't need it. All right, there we go. So we're back to buying. Let me just check. This is for my exosuit. Lots of good upgrades here, but none of them that I need. Okay, we're good. And we're going to talk to the technology merchant just to see if there's anything here. And you see the ratings here. So 78, 77, 76. These are what these things cost. So getting back to the reputation, if we can build up our reputation, we can get these things at a much better rate. Let's go to the... Whoops. Interesting weapon. B class. Nice. It's got the optical drill and everything like that. I bet you it's expensive, though. 3 million. 3 million for a B class. Probably just because of the upgrades. What about you? A class. There you go. Paralysis mortar and a plasma launcher. Whoa, look at that upgrade. Oh my gosh. 10,000 each? I have 15 million, guys. I'm probably going to grab this, plus another combat scope. I don't need the multi-tool, but the upgrades, man. 4.3 million. Yeah, I'm going to grab that. Thank you. Oh, wow. That is fantastic. Excellent upgrade right there, man. That is a great find. And we'll keep these, because that we can use in a multi-tool that we find later on. In a combat scope, we'll take that too. Alright, the rest of these I'm not really too caring about. So, nice. Let's pull up my other multi-tool. That's my guy? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Wow, that scanner upgrade was fantastic. Hang on a second here. 9,000 and 6,000. 9,000, 6,000. 38%. 39%. I guess we're getting rid of you. This one has a 31%, but it's got all the other upgrades. So we'll be getting rid of this guy right here. So, yeah, about to get rid of that one. Look at that. My word, that is a fantastic upgrade. Really happy about that. That's great. Put that in my ship. We got a lot to sell off here. Actually, put the gold and the... Well, we'll keep the uranium on me. Alright, good. And we'll hang on to these. We're going to put these in our storage. Wow, I'm glad I checked. I really am glad I checked that. That's fantastic. Okay, what do you got? Just checking, because you never know. We have an S-Class hyperdrive upgrade. Let's go ahead and grab it. We got plenty of nanites. And he has a phase beam module. That's it. Okay, good. So we'll go ahead and put that in our ship right now. Where's my hyperdrive? There you are. What's the rating? 238 at 100%. 220. 146. Goodbye, 146. There we go. 629. Let me put this in our exosuit. Okay, good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, so we did great here. So there's a couple areas you can do reputation. Now this will build up reputation over here in regards to, like, you see this Bitcoin here. This guy is an envoy, and you can build up reputation with envoys as well by giving them supplies, donations, that is. In this case, they won't accept anything from me because I'm an unknown. So I have to build up a little reputation with them first before they'll accept any donations from me. So there's that. So what I'm going to do... So let's take a snapshot up here real quick. Let's see. Let's look at this guy here. So, technology merchant real quick. Okay, 78, 77, 76. So you get an idea of what we got here. 623, 378, okay? So that's how much that costs. You already know how much it costs to upgrade your multi-tools and stuff like that. So let's go here. We're going to build up our reputation with the Vy'keen. There's a couple different ways you can do that. For instance, let me... is there a Vy'keen dude floating around? No, he's not. Go to this guy up here. We'll talk to him. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to request dialect help first. Let's do technology. Okay, and then we can go back in and we can practice our language skills. And we're going to use weapons. Very good. All right, and we'll just keep doing this. Let's see what happens. I was told that you can keep doing this, so let's give it a shot. Dialect help. Let's do Vy'keen symbol. Okay, you got the warrior. Now let's test it on him. Language skills. We're going to do Vy'keen. They present me with a gift. Alright, they gave me a Vy'keen effigy. Now, we talk to him again. Guess what we can do? We can offer a gift. And guess what? Look at the right. Our standing just increased with the Vy'keen. Alright, let's talk to another one. Let's scout here. Let's talk to him. I don't think we talked to him yet. Dialect help. And we're going to do technology, I think, this time. He taught me multi-tool. Let's go back in. And we're going to do language skill. And let's do interloping. Let's try that. They present me with a gift. And he gives me a geode. Okay, so I can't really give him a geode in return, but that's pretty cool. Alright, got some cobalt out of that. Nice. Let's go find another Vy'keen we can talk to that's not behind a counter. There's one over here. I don't think I've talked to him yet. Dialect help. Let's do friendship. Okay. Now we're going to practice. And we're going to ask help. They gave me a small gift. And gave me some Starship launch fuel. So I can't really give that back to him as a gift. If he gave me a Vy'keen effigy, I could have turned it back into him. Will this guy accept that as a donation? No, he won't. Okay, good. So I got that out of it. And that's another Vy'keen over there, isn't it? Yeah, I haven't visited him. Let's try it again. I want to get up one more reputation if I can. Let's do Vy'keen symbol. Urk. He's busy posing. Practice. And we're going to do Herc. Present me with a gift. Give me a geode again. Okay, so I can't give him a gift and I can't increase my reputation with them. Alright, it is what it is. Alright, so I'm going to go down here real quick and sell off some of that stuff out of my inventory, I just realized. Because you notice I don't have a lot of money right now. 10 million. I do have a lot, but it's not a lot, you know. But that's because we have the stuff in our inventory that we're supposed to have sold off. There we go. That's better. Okay, then now we're up to 90 million. I guess that'll do, right? Very nice. Alright, anybody down here I can talk to? No? I don't think there's any more Vy'keen floating around, but I'm going to check. And you just basically have to walk up and look, and it says visited. That means you've already talked to that one. Nope, I haven't talked to him. Or him. Okay, we got two more. All right. Quest. Viking. We got honor. Come back. We're going to test that theory with number 2. Warrior. Wow, they gave me another word there, though. That's pretty cool. All right, this dude, I haven't talked to him yet, right? So he gave me a second word. That was pretty cool. Dialect help. Hopefully we get it this time. It'd be really nice. Let's do a Viking symbol again. Ancients. Nope, not you. Not you. Too many guys floating around right next to me here. Little shindig going on. Practice. Let's see. Let's do anticipation. Let's do command. I seem to have impressed them. And standing increase. There you go. Viking times 1. All right, so let's take a look. Remember the pricing, right? Let's see if anything's changed. Maybe it hasn't, but I'm curious. They have dropped. Look at that. So the prices have dropped. This is slightly, but this is significant. This was in the 620s, as you remember. It was the 630s, I think. So it's actually dropped in price. So that reputation did affect these things. Let me see this real quick. Upgrade my A-class multi-tool. Still 50,000. Okay. What about the ship? Upgrade starship. Let's take a look. Apply augmentation. Oh, I do have an augmentation. That's right. Yep, and the pricing didn't change, but we're going to go ahead and put it up here. I'm going to put it up here because I don't like having a hole in the middle of my technology slots. I'm going to have to put one up here later too, but at least we have one. All right, so that's good. So yeah, the pricing changed, so that's great. So the purchasing of stuff really does change your reputation being increased, changes the pricing you're going to get at these stations. So there's that. Now, if you become a pirate, you'll get pretty decent pricing at a pirate station. But remember, you can't upgrade certain things. Like, for instance, let me think here. There's a certain thing you can't do in the pirate stations. And I believe that is the multi-tool. You can't do anything with your multi-tool in a pirate station. All you can do is purchase one, but they don't have a multi-tool terminal in the station. Therefore, you can't upgrade it. So there is that. So keep that in mind. So building up reputations with the other races is probably a better idea at this point. So yeah, there is that. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and call it quits here for this particular episode. Almost 2 hours into this, and I think we've done a great job. We got a great new ship. We did some reputation talks, and we also got some more of our scientist taken care of. So in the next episode, we're going to hopefully finish out the scientist, and we will take off from there and get some other things done. I do need to upgrade my exosuit and my ship and get some other things done with that, but I'm hoping to be able to do that with in between episodes at some point. So thank you for watching. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I know this is a long episode, but it is what some people were asking for, so there you are. All right, guys, take care, and see you next time.